Hello everyone. Happy Friday. Whoop whoop. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to make you guys dinner. Following your poll. So I posted Thursday, Wednesday, one of those days, what you guys might like to know more about. So most of you posted for a dinner option. So we are going to be doing a dinner option. I'm just going to invite a few people because I'm going to have the lovely Miss Teresa actually post so I can see if I can see your guys' comments, because I know that we've been having trouble. You posted. I can see Cindy. Hello, lovely. I can see Miss Danielle. Someone want to post hello that I can know if I'm getting anyone's comments. I would hate to go through this whole cooking class again with no comments because of Facebook. See, it's letting me write a comment, but I don't want to write a comment. Did you put a comment, babe? What is going on? Let's go like that. Aha! Yay! I can see comments. Yay! I'm so happy to see comments. Such a silly thing to feel happy about, but I am happy I can see your guys' comments. Yippee! Happy Friday. You'll don't mind my voice got a little bit of a tickle. So I'm going to probably be clearing my throat a lot because it's a little dry. So I apologize if I'm clearing my throat a lot while we're doing this. Happy Friday. You guys made it through the week. What a long week that felt like. Maybe it's because the kids were in school all week, which should make my week feel better, but yet somehow made it feel longer. But I'm super excited to be celebrating Friday with you guys. Hopefully you had a wonderful long weekend last weekend. You guys knocked it out of the park with those sales last weekend. Cannot believe that in one weekend we did almost like $700 in sales. Congratulations to our mystery host people again. Shout out to them. Yay for Friday night, Teresa. Thank you. I can see your comment. Yay! Silly Facebook. I don't know what was going on with it last couple days. Anywho, thank you, Teresa. I appreciate it. Miss Teresa made the honey garlic wings, and her and I were talking about them, and she said that they are fantastic. So I'm super excited to get my supply of the honey garlic, our brand new taste test that came out that I'm praying to God it's going to be available in the summertime. Because she was telling me about her wings that she's having, and they sound so good. She said she licked the spoon for just the sauce, and melt your heart, it was good. So I was like, can you make sure you comment on my VIP thing tonight so I can make sure I can see comments? But yeah, so we're going to be making a dinner tonight. Finger licking good. I love hearing that. I love when customers become consultants and then we get to work together. Oh, best relationship. Anywho, we're going to be making dinner tonight because that's what you guys asked for. So we are going to be doing basically loaded potatoes that are kind of in a way that you can customize. So if you don't like potatoes, you can use sweet potatoes. You can use cauliflower. If you're trying to be low carb, go ahead and rock that cauliflower. We're going to be making it with regular potatoes because my husband is from England and he likes his meat and potatoes. I'm also going to be making it with chicken because my kids only like chicken. You do your family. So if you want to adapt this to put something else in there for meat-wise or however you want to adapt it, you guys do you, but this is how we're going to work it with my family. My friend Amy inspired this. She was talking about a chicken bake that she had done with broccoli. We're going to be doing it with broccoli on the side, but it started me thinking. So she and I both made a meal that both took like 50 minutes. Actually, I'm not lying. The lasagna took 1 hour and 40 minutes. And when I read it, I read an hour, not 1 hour and 40 minutes. So after an hour, and I was like, why is this still cold? And then all of a sudden I realized, like, why am I making this frozen lasagna? Because this should not take 1 hour to make a meal. Her chicken bake that she made, I believe she said that was 50 minutes. So this one I found actually on the consultants page, #perk, because being on the consultants page or just being in any of the other groups, if you're looking for ways to expand on your meals, not only is our website a great resource, but think about our Facebook group. So we have like an Instapot group. We have an Epicure recipe exchange group. Be a consultant and get in on the Epicure consultants page. We share a ton of recipes on there, as well as a marketing page that shares recipes. But there are tons of groups. There's a Weight Watchers one. There's a keto one. There's so many groups on Facebook for following Epicure as well. So if you're looking for some more resources, check those out. Find what your sort of like your lifestyle is already and plug that in. So yeah, I did find this one on the consultants page. I've adapted a little because she also was using it in the oven and it was supposed to take 40 to 50 minutes. And I don't always have that time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That night I did not. I ended up making the kids smoothies for dinner because I felt so bad that it was going to be another 40 minutes. So we're going to adapt this. So if you have maybe a recipe that normally takes 40 to 50 minutes in the oven, I'm going to adapt this so that we can make it in the microwave for faster. And then for those of you that don't use the microwave, you can still make this in the oven for the 40 to 50 minutes. So starting off, set your oven at 400 degrees if you're going to be doing it in the oven, and we're still going to use the oven for the last 5 minutes anyways. So the first thing we're going to do is actually get our bacon started. We are making a bacon loaded potato deliciousness. So what I've done is I have 4 pieces of bacon in here. It's going to take 4 minutes. This is also a great way at lunchtime thing. You want to make those bacon sandwiches that everyone loves. Who doesn't love a little bacon? So we're going to be putting this in our multi-purpose steamer on the tray, just like that. Make sure you've got your vents pointed away from your handles so that way they don't heat up your hands. And 4 minutes. So while that's cooking, so pretend we're making dinner. Well, we are making dinner, but pretend we're making dinner and we're kind of in a rush because kids have sparks or soccer or family activities going on, or maybe you simply just don't want to spend all evening in the kitchen. That was me. That's why I signed up. I was spending like 40 to 50 minutes in the kitchen making meals, and when no one was eating them, it was such a waste of my time. So maybe you want to stop doing that. Join me in that whole rebellion, I called it. I'm just cutting up some potatoes. I have no idea what kind of potatoes those are, but they're white. They're not russet. There's some other kind. Yukon potatoes, maybe? Anywho, potatoes. We're going to be cubing them, just cutting them into approximately the same size. I'm using our non-slip cutting board, which I talked to you guys about earlier last week, about the cutting board, the non-slip cutting board. It is being discontinued. Makes me so sad. I've actually ordered one for myself again so I can have some more because I love them and they get used so often. What we're going to be doing is putting all of that into a multi-purpose steamer. There we go. So you notice like I'm flicking these potatoes in and that board did not move at all. Love this board. It's double-sided, so you can actually cut like cut meat on one, or like cut potatoes on this side, flip it over, cut your meat on the other side. You don't have to worry about it. Both sides have the non-slip little feet on there. I've cut this really weirdly. Anyways, did you guys notice that I cut every single potato differently this time? That was fun. Sometimes you get talking and you forget what you're kind of doing. There we go. That's one part. So I have loaded up on potatoes. Generally speaking, I would only have done 2 potatoes for this and more loaded up on chicken, but we're going to do it opposite today. Make our chicken go a little bit longer. Last a little bit longer, last 2 meals instead of 1 meal. If you were going to do this with cauliflower, this would also be really good. So we've got those all cut up. When that bacon is done, we're going to take it out, and then we're going to be putting this in there without the tray, without any oil, nothing like that, because I'm going to do the oil in the second step. So when that's done, we're going to get that started. So we got this going in. So that's bacon going in the microwave right now. That's going for 4 minutes. It should be nice and crispy. When we take it out, we'll double check. The idea is that you kind of want it nice and crispy because it's going to go in your cheese that we're going to put on top, and we're going to bake it. So generally speaking, if you were making this in just the oven, you would actually do this all together. So you would cut up your potatoes and you would cut up your chicken all at once, and then you make it into a big thing and put it in a casserole dish and walk away. That works for some people. Pop quiz, how many steamers do you have? Okay, I have 2 multi-purpose steamers. One I got in my kit, one I purchased when I first started and didn't know anything about epicure. I love that I have 2. I have a round steamer, which I know you love, Kate, and I'm fine with. I don't know. I liked it for stews. I like it for soup. I liked it for things that I know are heavy, so like the chicken, but I really utilize my multi-purpose more often. But I'm trying to use that round one after our conversation. I also have the square one, which has been discontinued, which I love. I love that one for big portions of veggies. So more often than not, like our family, realistically, I'm using the veggies. So I end up using our rectangular one. This is fantastic if you're making loaves, if you're doing quiches, if you're doing like small size of veggies. This is really good for like smaller veggies. So like if you're going to do frozen veggies that are like peas, corn, like that mix one, this is great. If you're going to be doing like broccoli and cauliflower and you're going to do a big family portion, that square one is the bomb. You can find them on Marketplace for like super inexpensive. So definitely like type in epicure and see what pops up. So yeah, rectangular, square, 2 multi-purpose, 1 round. and a partridge in a pear tree. I think that's all my stammers. Good question, Kate. So we're taking out our bacon. Oh God, it smells like bacon. So good. And then we're gonna put in our potatoes for 5 minutes. Yeah. So I probably could have fit more bacon in there. Look how small they got, but they're nice and crispy. So if you're gonna be doing like a lunchtime thing and you're just making up, I'm gonna let that cool because I need to cut it. So I'm just gonna do that in a minute once that's actually cool and not gonna burn my fingers. But if you're gonna make up a bacon sandwich for yourself, like a bacon sarnie, babe? Bacon sandwich? Is it bacon sarnie? Sarnie? I swear there's some other way to say it. Anywho, bacon, Marie will know. I swear it's like bacon sammy, bacon sarnie. Anywho, bacon sandwich, which is just like bread, bacon, and butter. I think it's bread, bacon, and butter. It's very British. Or if you're going to make up like a club sandwich, this was super fast and super quick. And all that oil, I can't touch it now, but I will show you guys. Sammy. Is it a Sammy? And I'm just saying it wrong. Thanks, Kate. I was just like, I know I'm probably saying this wrong. But I love the fact that the bacon oil is now sitting at the bottom. So I didn't have to deal with getting on a frying pan, dodging the oil as it comes at me. This is also a great way of doing bacon. Look at that. All that oil at the bottom that I'm not having to deal with. I also like the fact that like my son could do this. So if I wanted to be like, hey, can you make up bacon? I would trust him to be able to put the bacon in and I'm not worried about him flipping out. Bacon buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Buddy. Bacon. Why am I yelling at you guys? It's a bacon buddy. That's what I was thinking. Oh my gosh. Yep, that was totally it. Thank you, Kate. I was going to drive me nuts all evening. But yeah, I like the fact that I could have Jake do this, like make up bacon like for our sandwiches or something like that. It would give him a little bit of independence. If our microwave was still below like it used to be at the old house, then he could have totally done that himself and I wouldn't have been concerned. Our microwave now is up high, so I wouldn't probably let him do it as far as like get it up and down. But I would feel like fairly safe, especially as he gets older, doing that on his own. So while our potatoes are going, let's start cutting up our meat. So again, I've just flipped over our non-slip cutting board. I'm using our ceramic knife, and we are just going to dice this up. So again, if you're going to be making this straight from into the oven, you would cut up your potatoes and your chicken all at once. Because potatoes take a little bit longer to cook, that's why I'm doing this kind of separate. That was a really bad cut by me. Gotta cut it. Go down. There we go. Which is why I'm doing it separately, because I know that this doesn't need as long to cook. Plus, we're still going to be putting it in the oven for a little bit, but still, I know this doesn't need as long to cook, which is why I've got those potatoes going first. Just doing that. And again, we're using that ceramic knife. Guys, I love all of our cook stuff from Epicure. Like, just makes my life so much easier, right? Look how nice and, like, easy this goes through. This is our Chef Pro knife. Just one knife that does it all. One ring to conquer the world. Anywho, guys, I'm in, like, a weird mood. I think I need a nap. I even had a nap today. Girls stayed home today, and we had a nap. Apparently, I didn't sleep long enough. So once that is, once that comes out, we're going to toss that in, and then we're actually going to put some oil on this. So why I'm going to put some oil in this is I want to put some seasoning in there. So generally speaking, I wouldn't normally use oil in the steamer. You can, I just normally wouldn't. But because we're going to put the chicken in there and we're going to be mixing it with the potatoes, I think the oil is really going to kind of help the seasonings kind of stick together. Just give it a second. We've got 1 more minute. Kate, any more questions? Anyone else have any more questions? Dun, 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 as we kind of wait. So also right now I could be like, I've done this already because I want to save us time. But this is also the time that I could be shredding up the cheese. Or the recipe technically called for Tex-Mex cheese. Tex-Mex cheese is like $8 a package, and I knew we had cheese at home. So what I'm actually going to do is put our normal shredded cheese and put a little taco seasoning in it. So not quite the same, but kind of the same. It'll work the same. So at the end of this step, we are going to do that. The other seasonings we're going to be using is SPG, or salt, pepper, and garlic. If you're looking for a universal seasoning, this is fantastic. Oh, hold on. Let's go with fancy, like Instagram fancy. Did that work? No, not really. Whatever. SPG. It does come with a lid that is shakeable, which is awesome. And we're also going to be doing Chief Chasm bacon. It is pinto bacon, so this is vegan friendly. Sorry, as I said that, I like second guess myself. No, vegan friendly. It does contain milk, so it is not vegan friendly because it contains milk. But it isn't real meat. Caught myself on that one. Don't you worry. Pull out these things. That friendly reminder about making sure your vent is not over top of your handles. So those potatoes are fairly cooked through. They're still a little yellow, which is fine because we are going to be putting our, get myself some more space, our meat in there next. And then we're going to be doing the rest of our stuff. So if you think about it, we've done 5, 10, we're at 10 minutes right now. Get back in there. Okay, we're going to drizzle some oil. Put some SPG in there. You are absolutely welcome to measure. That's about a teaspoon. And this is about a little generous with that one. Maybe just under a tablespoon. You guys are welcome to measure. You are welcome to just throw things in there as you like. I sometimes just like to throw in as I like. I'm going to mix it all up so everything's nice and coated. Put that in my sink. Put that in my sink. Then we're going to put this back in for 5 minutes. There we go. So why I wanted to kind of talk about this meal is for a lot of the time, casseroles do take a lot of time. And sometimes we don't have all that amount of time to spend kind of waiting for it to cook. Maybe there's other things going on and we just need to eat quicker, which is why I wanted to show how this is adaptable. So I know a lot of you, when I posted that, like what kind of oven thing or what kind of cooking ware do you use? A lot of you did put your oven and you didn't put the microwave, and that's totally fine because you guys probably aren't used to just utilizing that. I wanted to show you how you can, if you're wanting to, if you want to have a meal that is quicker and still kind of flavorful, still the kind of adapting it from your normal recipe. So why I did it this way. So I wanted to show, obviously within this limited time period, that I could cook a meal that normally would take 40 to 50 minutes if I was just going to do straight up in the oven. How I'm doing that is obviously breaking it down into little steps. So cooking the bacon first, that took 4 minutes. Cooking the potatoes, that took 5 minutes. Then cooking the chicken, that's another 5 minutes. And then what we're going to do once that's done is we're going to top it with the cheese, put in the taco seasoning, and then we're going to put it in the oven. And the oven, we're going to have it in there for basically 5 minutes again. So if you're thinking about it, that's a 20-minute meal, which is half the amount of time, if not a little bit more, or a little bit more than half, because 50, yeah, anyways, you guys know what I'm saying, for a meal to be done. Hi, Kim. How are you? Thanks for coming on, love. I'm cooking chicken, bacon, and potatoes. I'm going to have some cauliflower and broccoli on the side. So once that is done, once this the chicken and the potatoes are done cooking, I'm going to put on our veggies. So it's kind of nice when you can break it down in this sense of like breaking down the meals to make it slightly quicker with you. Yeah, there's times where I'm kind of sit here and chit-chatting. Those would be the times either I'm making a salad to go along with this, but it also kind of shows you that if you need a meal to be quicker, sometimes utilizing it in this way hopefully will make it a little bit faster for you guys. So hopefully this is of use. I also really like the fact that this supposedly makes a ton. So I guess we'll find out, because I haven't made it yet, how much it does make. But I'm looking at the multipurpose steamer and kind of looking, okay, yeah, generally speaking, that would make, back from bedtime. What are we cooking? So hang on 2 seconds. So generally speaking, this would feed Gary and I, all 3 kids, and definitely a portion for lunch. So I know some of you asked for a lunch idea. This would also work for a lunchtime idea. You could also make this in a smaller portion, so you could fill your rectangular steamer and do this. So Kate, right now what's happening is we've done the potatoes and then we added the chicken. To the chicken, we put in our SPG and our CCB and a little bit of oil. And then what we're going to be doing is just cooking right now. Got another 2 minutes, then we're going to be taking it out. We're going to be putting our cheese on it with a bit of the taco seasoning. You could also do fajita seasoning. And then our bacon bits. Oh, I can cut up our bacon bits while we chit chat. What am I doing just standing there talking to you guys? What's going on? For the record, I have 3 cutting boards. If you were going to ask me that question next, how many cutting boards do you have? I have 3. I also, as of yesterday, have 2 of our ceramic knives. Oh, look at that bacon. Nice and crispy. So if you didn't want crispy bacon, obviously cook it a little bit. Not as long as what I'm trying to say. You would only cook it for maybe the 3 minutes for 4 slices. This is also really nice because then I know I can like make a ton up. Like that obviously was fairly filled. That was 2 full slices cut in half. So if I wanted more, then I could totally cut up more. But there you go. Nice little bacon bits. Say if you just wanted to like make a salad with bacon bits on it. Maybe you're going to do a Cobb salad. Nice and quick and easy that was. That's fantastic. I love my bacon. So yeah, so we're just basically waiting for that. That didn't take me very long. But I do have 2 of the chef ceramic knives. I just treated myself to 50% off from the host rewards and got myself one along with another new cutting board because they're being discontinued and I'm super sad about that. So I wanted to utilize the 50% off. If anyone is sort of looking at the discontinued list and sort of wanting to get some things but want to host a party, then let's chat. My next 2 weeks are actually fairly open for parties. And as a special treat, how I'm going to do the next 2 weeks for parties is you get to basically have your party now and then shop the new catalog with your rewards, which is awesome because we have a brand new catalog that's going to be coming out May the 4th or 6th. Somewhere those dates. And why not shop that brand new catalog with free rewards? Like why spend more money when you can shop that for free, right? So that's sort of what I'm going to be kind of offering right now. The nice thing also is that if you have a party right now and you want to keep it open, we can also do that. So we can start your party off right now and get your orders kind of rolling in from that. Have the new season launch, your party is still open, so your friends can still shop the brand new catalog. And then just after that catalog launch, we'll close it down and you could have, per se, double the amount of rewards. So a $500 party, you're looking at $90 worth of free stuff and then you get to shop. And a $500 party, generally speaking, is about 10 medium-sized orders. So if you have 20 people, 10 people place orders, it's kind of a neat way to shop for free. So if anyone is interested, then let's definitely hook you up. It's basically like this where I'm cooking a meal. I share with you guys what Epicure's about, give you some ideas, help families kind of figure these things out, help people that maybe don't cook a whole lot, don't cook at all. Girl, never had cooked before. I sucked at cooking. And now from Epicure and how easy this is, I make meals a breeze, right? Ooh. There we go. So we've got this all cooked up. I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to obviously give it a look through. Make sure we are all cooked. I promise I'm not going to switcheroo on you. So that chicken is cooked. Those potatoes are now much more white. Grab out this. Just going to break this up. Make sure everything is... Oh yeah, that's looking good. Oh, potato down. That's okay. There we go. Let me bring this in a little bit towards you guys. Perfect. Now we're going to cover it in cheese. This is the part my kids love because they usually just eat the cheese right out of this while I'm not looking. There we go. I'm covered in cheese. Now I do have my oven on because now we're going to do the oven portion of this. And then, let me get a little spoon for this. Let's see if yeah, there it is. I'm just going to grab the little teaspoon side and I'm just going to basically sprinkle it over. Now my kids are kind of wimpy, so I'm not going to pour a whole lot over there. If your kids don't mind spice, you could even do this with the Poco Picante, so the lot heavier spice one. You could definitely do that as well. I'm just using our little taco seasoning. The main difference between this one and the meal pack taco seasoning is actually cornstarch. So this is more of like a seasoning, whereas the other one is more of like a soupy, not soupy. It's a taco seasoning with more water. Like a better way of saying that. But anyways, we generally take this one instead of the meal solutions because this is cheaper and it lasts longer. Just a little tip for you. The other thing we're going to put on there is obviously our bacon bits. If I was making this myself, I would probably add more bacon because I love bacon. And then we're going to be going in the oven for the 5 minutes. And then while that is going, let's get our sassy. Yeah, sassy. Sassy's a good word for it. Kate, it's a good thing you're here because my words are not working tonight. There you go, about that half. That would feed me. Realistically, you could also put your SPG on that. Let's spice it up. Let's put our SPG on there as well. SPG just goes on everything. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic, but bam. Let's do that for 3 minutes. If you guys remember me talking about how long to cook certain things, in your microwave with the frozen stuff. Hang on, I'm just looking for a container. I knew I had one handy. This was our Host exclusive from last month. This month is the prep bowl with the garlicky dill and the sweet and smoky. Oh my god, that'd be so good on our loaded baked potato stuff that we're making. I wonder if I have some left from last year. Anywho, this was our Host exclusive from last month. So I'm just going to be putting the leftover broccoli and cauliflower in there. Just doing this stuff while I work here instead of making me do it later. I love these things. It's got like a little vent at the bottom, so that way any moisture that dips out of that can just go right at the bottom, so your veggies and your fruit aren't just sitting in it. These things? Yes. If you're on my the business page one, I actually did a whole, was it my business page or was it my VIP page? Whoops, can't remember. If you search on this page, Host exclusive, I'm pretty sure it will pop up. This one, the lid doesn't like me. There we go. Just needed a more little love. They're still rather new, so I'm still kind of like stretching out the lid to get on there. But now it's fully on. Hi babe, I see you popped up that you're watching. Hi, from the living room. He thinks I'm weird. But no, they are actually quite big. This is just wider than the normal Tupperware one, like the small Tupperware one, but not as tall. So they are a very good size, and I do really like that fact that I can be like, okay, today's the 9th. I think it's the 9th. 10th? 9th. Today is April. At least I know what month it is. And then I can know when I'm actually getting this, so that I can pull it out and be like, oh, is it expired? No, it's not. It's still got 2 days or 3 days or whatever. It also has a divider. I love these. I'm so glad I got lots. That's also the nice thing about being a consultant is you have that perk when you're hosting classes for under your own name. You get the Host exclusive stuff. So that's how I'm able to do my grocery shopping for free, which is awesome. Because I just use the Host rewards. It's how I can give you guys different giveaways and different perks with 50% offs and all that kind of stuff. Our pantry club, everyone that rejoined got a 50% off. I was able to use that from Host rewards. And it's pretty simple, right? It's nice little perks that come with running your own business, getting a paycheck. I made bonus today. Thank you. Like we talked about last month, trying to hit bonus. I hit bonus today. Got to pay like some money towards my credit card. That was like awesome. It was money I was not expecting to be in my bank account, and I was like, woo, paying a credit card bill. Yeah, being an adult. Woo. I know y'all can understand, but that's the nice thing. We get paid weekly, and every month we get a bonus if you hit the bonus stage. So that was awesome, and that's all because of you guys. That's all because of you guys placing orders last month. So I appreciate you all so much. You have no idea. Let's look at our our broccoli and cauliflower. Nice. Look at that green. Hot. Okay. Fully cooked through. So 3 minutes. Fresh one. So you can obviously do frozen as well. But look at the fact of how bright that green is. Also very smoky. But look at how bright that green is. You know why that happens is because it's actually sitting in, we didn't add any water, we didn't add any oil. So it's actually sitting in its own moisture. And this is how you get your veggies to still be bright green or bright colored, to still be crispy if you wanted. So I could cook this for 2 minutes and it would still have a bit of a crunch to it if I wanted it. It's kind of adaptable in that sense, but I love the fact that I'm not double boiling this. So I'm not watching all those lovely nutrients drain into the bottom of that pan and turn that water green. And now I actually get to keep all those nutrients and all that goodness and all that delightfulness of why you're eating a vegetable inside my body when I go to eat this. And I'm super excited about this. This is also really good if you have a little queso, drizzle that over this. Think I need to eat. We had dinner, I promise, but I think I'm still hungry. We got 18 seconds until our chicken bake is done. So look at that. 20 minutes, dinner's done. Got some veggies, serve it with a side salad, pour yourself a glass of wine. Congratulate yourself that you didn't have to wait 50 minutes for a meal to be done. You only had to wait for 20. Got to chit chat with you guys. Fridays are nice. 1 second. I'm not going to do what I did last time where I took this out of the oven and then touched it with my hands. I'm going to grab some ovens. Oh, lordy. Okay, I'm going to bring it over there. That area is clean. Oh, this looks good. This smells good. Oh. This smells so good, you guys. I feel so bad that you're in there and you can't be in here tasting this. Sometimes this is like a bad part of like online classes is that y'all can't taste this. which is a perk for my family. But I feel kind of bad for you guys that I get to tempt you every Friday with how good this is and then just eat it in my own belly. But look at that. Chicken baked, potatoes baked, bacon, all good. Cheese, so good. But bam, that's dinner. So we got our veggies, got this. All you have to do is serve it up. 20 minutes. Convinced you? So hopefully you guys will enjoy tonight's Feature Friday. Thank you so much for filling out the poll of what you guys wanted to see. Remember, you can take this for lunches. You can do your leftovers. If you're meal planning, you can make a whole batch and then put it into little things and reheat when you get to work. Don't forget that you can also switch up the carb. So if you're not doing potatoes, you could do sweet potatoes or you could do broccoli. This would be just as delicious with broccoli. And then just adapt the cooking part. So when you're doing your broccoli, that's not going to take as long as the 5 minutes for the potato. Also remember that all of our silicone ware is oven safe to 450 degrees. So the nice thing about this, yes, I could have done this in a casserole dish if I was just going to put it in the oven. The nice thing about this is cleanup's going to be easier. So obviously you got some cheese that's kind of melted to the sides. Now, I don't have to worry about that it's going to get stuck to a glass thing or a metal thing or whatever. Because it's silicone, that's going to rub right off. And I'm not concerned, well, not rub, but like wiped off, washed off. Don't rub, it's hot. But yeah, I love that I don't have to worry about that. I did end up getting rid of most of my casserole dishes. I think I have 2. And they both live in my living room underneath my like white console table. And I bring them out maybe twice a year. Basically Thanksgiving and Christmas, because I switched to this because the silicone is just so much easier. But yes, basically treat it like a casserole dish. If you're not sure how to use your steamer because you're not sure how to use it in the microwave, treat it like a casserole dish. Let it be your friend. Let silicone be your friend. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's Feature Friday. Please leave me a comment up below if this was good for you. Do a hashtag replay or do I love that. That looks fun. Do anything so I know that you guys are actually watching these. I know that you guys are enjoying them because I want to keep doing them if you're enjoying them. And if they're not a benefit, then I will stop doing them. So either way, I have a ton of fun. And I'm always thankful on Sunday or Saturday night when I go to make dinner and I don't have to make dinner. So that is not a problem. I will continue doing them if you guys are loving them, but I just want to be of service to you guys. So you let me know what you need. And then, yeah, I think that's it. So and if anyone does want to host a party, my schedule is open. So let's chit chat about that. Thanks, Kate. Again, a lovely customer that turned into a consultant and she's rocking it. So proud of my team. They're doing fantastic this month. I mean, every month, but they're doing so fantastic. So proud of you guys. But yes, love that these customers become consultants. We get to work together and inspire each other and trade products from each other when we forget to buy stuff. And so this is awesome. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a wonderful night. I love you all. Thank you so much for the love and support. Have a wonderful weekend and check in if you need anything. Bye, guys.